it's me, Amy, for this month's You Don't Know What You Don't Know. Hey, I want to welcome everybody. We've got a lot of new people that joined our group this month. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. Thanks so much for coming. And as you come on, please say hello. I'd love to see your comments below, and we'll do my best to respond. I hope that everybody had a really great New Year's Eve, no matter what you did or how you did it, or whom you did it with, even if it was all by yourself. Sometimes those are better, to be honest, because then you do exactly what you want. I wanted to start off by, I'm not gonna dilly-dally today. I'm gonna jump right in. And there are a couple of things that I wanted to talk about. For those of you who are new, I just want to let you know that I do these You Don't Know What You Don't Know live the first Sunday of every month. And the remaining Sundays I post my aha moments, and it all happens at 2 p.m. Eastern time on Sundays. And so moving forward, it's going to continue in that way. The new thing that, well, maybe I should wait. I'll wait till more people get on to talk about the new stuff. For now, I want to talk a little bit for today about how to set ourselves up for success in 2021. I know that on our last one, we talked a little bit about New Year's resolutions and how I kind of, sort of, but not really do those. And if you missed that, I will go ahead and put a link to it wherever, above or below the video. Hey, Debbie, nice to see ya. But I wanted to continue because I know that we are all looking for a big difference in 2021. We want something bigger, bolder, badder, braver, and just something different than what we had in 2020. And I really want to help you get there. So I wanted to share today a couple of things that I do in the beginning of the year to set myself up for success. And I also, when everybody starts to get on towards the end, I want to share with you a new change for aha moments and you don't know what you don't know moving forward in this new year. So first, some of the things that I do. I take the opportunity to go back and kind of look at last year. Now, I don't know about you, but research shows you guys that we have a tendency to remember just the bad stuff, the tough stuff, the challenges, the obstacles, and not the times of incredible accomplishment or great joy and happiness. So what I do at the beginning of the year / end of last year is I go through all my posts on Facebook or social media, wherever you post your photos or the things that you're doing and going through, because that's a great representation of all the good things that happened in this last year. And so it gives you a better perspective and a better balance of what actually happened in 2020. And then once I do that, I go ahead and I determine what things did I do in 2020 that I really liked or really worked or I really enjoyed, and I want to make sure that I continue doing in 2021. And that might be something like I started meditating, or I started reading every day, or I made sure that I skipped into work every day. Even though today, in these days, we're skipping into the kitchen table, but whatever that was that you really loved. Maybe it's you gave the person you care about the most a compliment every day or once a week, or however you want to, however often you did it. Something that you did when you're looking back through your last year that you want to make sure that you continue moving forward. And that makes you more aware so that you can make sure that you bring that into 2021. The other thing that I look at are what are some of the things that I did that I definitely don't want to bring into 2021. Maybe it's the fact that I slept in every day, or maybe it's the fact that I drove places that I could walk, or maybe it's the fact that I watch too much Netflix. Whatever it is, or maybe you're just on too much social media and you want to cut that down or cut it out. Whatever it is that you determine that you've done in 2020 that you don't want to bring into 2021, being aware of it makes it so much easier to make sure that it doesn't slip on in there. So that's what I do. I go back, I look at all of the posts to find the good ones as well as the bad things that happen, and then determine what good things I want to bring into 2021 and what things I want to kind of leave behind. And then I also do some actual, instead of like strategizing and thought things, I do some actual things of cleanup. Like I go through my emails. How many of you, I'm terrible at this. My husband doesn't like to see any email messages in his inbox. I don't like to move them out if it's something that I need to remember or I need to follow up on, or like a receipt of something that I bought in case I don't get it, and all of that I keep in my inbox. Or something that I know I need to do something with, but I don't want to do it right now. How many of you keep a lot of things in your inbox and you don't delete them? If that's you, say that's me, or say a 1 and let me know that I'm not alone. You're not like my husband, who always at the end of the day has an empty inbox. It's like unimaginable to me. So what I do is at the end of the year / the beginning of the year is I go through, and all the things, all the receipts for things that I've gotten, I delete. All of the things that I think I want to save, I create a folder for over in my email. Cindy, you have 101,000? Way to go! That might take you quite a long time. So I go through every year. So I start out the year fresh. Now, does it mean that my inbox is empty? Absolutely not. I think if I looked today, I would probably have, at least 3 dozen, at least. But there are things that they're like a Zoom link for a meeting that's coming up, or it's an email that I want to keep because I want to respond to. So there are things that are still in there, but it is greatly cleaned up with all the things that I don't really need anymore. Now, if you haven't done this in years, a great way to clean it up is to just go back for the last 12 months, and anything prior to 12 months, delete. Because if you haven't needed it or looked for it in the last 12 months, you're probably not even going to be able to find it in all those emails anyway. And by releasing all of those emails, it frees you up. It does feel incredibly freeing to get rid of all those emails. And I've got emails in different inboxes. Like I've got my personal one and I've got my business one. And so, and another one, right now I have 3 and I'm getting ready for a 4th email. God only knows. Help me, please. But at the end, I clean them all up. My business one, I think I have 2 emails in there. And another business one, I think I have 2 emails in there. It's the personal one that has a little bit more. And so that really makes me come into the new year with a breath of fresh air and like a clean slate, and making me feel open and willing and eager to fill up my inbox. I made room in it for more emails to come in. So that is a great strategy to do every year. Something else that I did with, not only, as you know, my business partner is Sita, and we have a really good friend, those of you who don't know, named Claudia, and the 3 of us started this last year. So I'm going to tell you what we do, and then I'm going to tell you how I kind of revised that and did it also with my family. And I'm going to tell you it's not too late for you to do it now. My Sita, Claudia, and I, we record ourselves speaking as if it is a video, like an exciting video that we're leaving for each other. And we're talking as if it is the end of 2021 and all the things that we've accomplished, whether that's professional or personal, whether it's in health or relationships or money. We talk about all of it in this video. But the trick that we learned is, instead of saying it as if it was in the future, like next year I want to, or I will in the next year, to speak about it as if it was in the past. So, and speak it as it feel like it really happened. And if you want to see mine, I will happily post it. But it's more excitement, like, oh my gosh, you guys, can you believe I just booked my 12th paid talk? And I never thought I was going to get one back in January, and now it's the end of December, and I'm doing 12 talks. I'm actually getting paid for it. My bank account has gone up. You see what I'm saying? Or, oh my gosh, you guys, I met the love of my life. I never thought that it was going to happen this year, but it did, and we've been to amazing places in spite of COVID, and I've learned things about him and myself that I never even knew, and I am so grateful that I now have someone to share my incredible life with. You see what I'm saying? So talk about it as if, now it seems like I've already achieved that. And when you talk about it in that way, your cells feel like you've already achieved that. And your reticular activator, which I talk about quite a bit, goes out and starts looking for opportunities to make that happen. Because it feels like it already has, and it needs to make it an actual an accurate thing, so it'll go out and find those opportunities to help you make whatever you're talking about now come true. So if you want to partake in this, then you can just record it. That's what I do. I just record it on my phone. It's really for me, but pretend you're telling me. Like, oh my God, Amy, you're not going to believe what an incredible year I had. I dropped, 20 pounds, or I know for people in the UK, what is that? Is that 10 kilos? Help me, Sita, Marillis, is 20 pounds like 10 kilos? I don't know. I dropped like 10 kilos, and I feel fitter and fabulous, more fabulous than I've ever felt. Tell me. You don't have to send it to me, but pretend like you're telling it to me as if it's already happened in all aspects of your life. Now, when I went to do this activity with my family, I knew that they weren't going to really be up for videotaping. So what we did was we sat down and we each took out a piece of paper and we wrote as if it had already happened. Now you can write it as a letter. I wrote it as a letter, like, Dear Amy, I can't believe, but my kids didn't want to do it that way. They just wanted to put the things that they had achieved, like, oh my gosh, I have, or I did. And we sealed it up. We didn't share it. So it can be as personal as they want. We sealed it up. We put it into an envelope. We sealed it. And we put their name and do not open until December 31st of 2021. And then on New Year's Eve this year, we will go back and open those envelopes and see how close we got to all the things that we said happened in 2021. So if you want to take part and do it that way, go ahead. Just remember, wherever you guys put that stinking envelope, so that you find it in 2021 at the end. I'm notorious for putting it somewhere and then totally and completely forgetting it. So I told everybody where I put it. It's up, in case I forget, it's up high in the cabinet in my desk in the kitchen. And so I will be able to find it next year or at the end of this year when we open it on New Year's Eve. I thought it would just be a fun thing, kind of like a time capsule kind of a thing, but only for 1 year. It's going to be an amazing year, and you want to make it that way. So pretend that it's already happened. And like Sita said, that is a good point. Thank you, Sita, to say, I did it. I achieved it. So that's what I do. As a recap, let's see, did I miss? Oh, I know what else I wanted to say. The other thing that I wanted to say is in achieving our goals, it sets us up for success when we start each and every day with success. And the way that I have started doing this, it's been, I think, 2 years. And I'm not going to give you a whole litany morning routine. If you'd like if you'd like a comprehensive morning routine. Sita and I created it, and I'll put the link above or below this video so that you can see the videos on what we do in our morning routines. But for this video, for this you don't know what you don't know, sorry, that was my doorbell. For this you don't know what you don't know, I just wanted to share one. Just one, because I feel that doing just one is something that's achievable. So I don't want to overwhelm you. I just want to do one. And the one thing that you should do every morning is start it with 1 to 3 things that you are grateful for. It can be anything. It doesn't have to be anything huge. It could be the fact that you simply woke up today. It could be that you can breathe on your own, not on a ventilator. It can be that you are able to see the beauty of nature around you. Or it could be that you are grateful for the new opportunity that you got in business, or you are grateful for the new friendship that you made. It could be just about anything. But if you start showing gratitude in the morning, your brain will continue to look for things to be grateful for and find that. And if you can do at least 3, try for 1. Let's start out small. Try for 1. And if you can build to 3 things that you're grateful for every single morning, I do this before I jump out of bed. I kind of wake up. I don't even open my eyes, you guys. I lay in bed with my eyes closed, and I think of a few things that I am incredibly grateful for. And I feel it in my belly. I feel it in my cells of my being. And that's how I start my day. And how you end your day, let's do 1 thing to start it and 1 thing to end it. And then I'm going to give you a hack on how to remember. So there's the 1 thing to start. The 1 thing to end it is to think of 1 thing that happened that went right. Not that you're grateful for it, something that happened that went right. Because so often we go to bed thinking about all the things that went wrong, and that sets us up for the following day for things to go wrong. So when you go to bed, think of 1 thing that went right. You made it on time to an appointment. You actually sat to eat your meals. That's a big one for me. Sometimes I eat on the go or I eat standing. I'm not going to do that moving in 2021. I have put that down as one of my goals to actually sit and eat. So maybe the 1 positive thing that happened is I sat and ate my meals today. Or it could be that I don't know, I made a new friend, or I lost weight, or I'm giving you all sorts of things because it can be in a lot of different aspects, a lot of different categories of our life. But it doesn't have to be big. I actually got to read 10 minutes today. What an amazing accomplishment. So think of something that went right at the end of your day, and think of something to be grateful for at the beginning of your day. And that sets you up for an incredible, successful year. Now, for those of you who are like, I don't think I can remember that, stack it. It's called habit stacking. And if you're not somebody when you get up in the morning, what do you typically do? Do you typically immediately go and brush your teeth? Or do you immediately go and relieve your bladder? So if that's your first step, then stack it. As you're going to the bathroom, think of the 1 thing. Because this is your normal routine, you're going to slip 1 in there. And maybe that's your routine on the reverse end. As you're brushing your teeth at night, you're thinking of the 1 thing that went right that day. Because we want to end on a positive note and we want to start on a positive note. So there you go. There's some strategies, there's some tactics, there's some hardcore things that I do every day to set myself up for success in 2021. Please let me know which things you're going to do. Let me know if you make it through your email list. Let me know if you decide to start your day with gratitude and or end it with something that went right. Think of something that you loved that you did in 2020 and make sure you bring it into 2021 and leave all the crap that you did back there and don't bring it into the new year. So that's what I wanted to talk to you about, setting yourself up for success, success habits, and I hope that it has helped you. I have another thing that I almost forgot to tell you. My word for the year. For those of you who don't know, I kind of mentioned it last month. And again, if you missed that video, I will by all means put a link above or below this video. But I did not have a word for this year. Now, last year, my word was impactful, and it was pretty impactful. This year, my word is growth. Growth, growing, because I want to have a lot of personal growth. I want to help others grow in whatever way, shape, or form they need to grow. I also want to grow my business, and I want to grow my speaking business, and I want to, grow in a lot of different ways. Emotionally, spiritually, intellectually, in my career, in my relationships, not only with myself, but with my husband and my kids and my friends like you. So my word for 2021 is growth, grow, and I would love to hear. I love yours, Sita. Reach. I did read yours. If you have a word for this year that's going to kind of drive all of your thoughts and experiences and decisions, post it. Post it. You know, one year I had a word and I totally forgot what the word was by the end of the year. So now I actually write it on a Post-it note and I stick it to my computer so that I can see it every day and get reminded of what my word is, so that my reticular activator, you're going to hear me say this a lot, will go out and find opportunities. Last year that was to be have an impactful year. This year is an opportunity for growth. So please share what your word is. If you don't have a word, it's okay. It's not the end of the world, but maybe think of one that you want to use. And some people who do have one, share them here so that others might be able to brainstorm and get something that might work for them. What was one? There was one that I saw recently that I thought was really good. And of course, I can't remember it off the top of my head. Restart. Restart. That's a great word, Debbie. Positivity, Cindy. I love it. I love it. Let me see, what else did I miss? Hey, I see Amy came on, and Marillis, and Linda. I was right, Sita. I'm pretty impressed I was able to do that math. It is 10 kilos. Yes, Linda, our brain really thinks it's happening when you talk as if it has. Exactly. It doesn't know from actual to imaginary. So making it feel and speak as if it has happened, your body and brain doesn't know the difference. Put it with your Christmas stuff. Oh, that's a good idea. So that when you take it out or put it away, you have that. Brilliant, brilliant. I see a couple of please post. Oh, I love you, see. Hey, Orr, how's it going? You managed to have a shower, Sita? Yay! I did too. That's my big accomplishment some days, is just being able to shower. Linda, first I drink 8 ounces of water before I get out of bed. There's a lot of science to that, Linda. I was watching a video on this the other day, that we actually lose a lot of water when we sleep. And so to not bombard, but put water in our bodies, that is really important in the morning. So way to go. It's great. Chug that water. And of course, many of us are attempting to consume a gallon of water a day. I come close. I would say I'm probably at about 3/4 consistently. Some days I get a whole gallon in. That's a good one. And hey, Elizabeth. Hey, Janice and Jerlyn. Oh my gosh. Hey. It's great to see you guys. All right. So that was it. I just wanted to make this one a quick one. I know that we're starting off our new year and I want to, be like that Nike commercial. Just do it. Whatever it is, just do it. And I look forward to hearing what that it is in your post below. I hope you're having a great start to your new year, you guys. And I also look forward to our next You Don't Know What You Don't Know in February. All right. Until then, have a great day. See ya.